Hi, I'm Nick, and I run BarRaiser, where we help fast-growing companies establish best hiring practices that enable these companies to hit key growth milestones, such as a new product launch, a new country launch, or a new funding round. What does it mean to establish a best hiring practice? Good hiring practices are the ones that correctly predict which applicant is a good fit with the company's culture and which applicant isn't. In general, there are three best hiring practice types depending on the company's size and rate of growth. The best hiring practices vary by the company's size and growth rate. There are three best practice types for three types or three cohorts of companies. Cohort 1 are companies who are experiencing fast growth and have small size. Cohort 2 are companies with slow growth and that come in any size, and cohort 3 are companies with fast growth and large size. Let's spend a moment on each of those three cohorts and elaborate what are the best hiring practices for each. So cohort 1 are effectively small companies, startups of 100, 200, 300 people. In general, fewer than 400 employees, where the company is so small that the team of founders can spend time to interview every new hire on a one-on-one basis. So effectively, the best hiring practice here is to just let the founders do the interviewing themselves. These founders understand the culture better than anyone else in the company. They know what they're looking for, and in the event where they make the wrong hiring decision, they're empowered to quickly terminate that person, and they care to do so because they care to do what's right for the company. So the best hiring practice for small size companies that are growing quickly is to enable and empower the founding team to run all hiring decisions and own them on a one-on-one basis with each new hire, with each new job applicant. In cohort 2 are companies that are experiencing slower rates of growth. These companies can come in any size. They can be large companies like oil and gas or telecommunications companies, or they can be small companies that are effectively lifestyle entities, lifestyle companies. There's nothing wrong with a video game studio that employs 200 people that's been building video games for the last 25 years. These folks understand their culture very deeply, yet they're not experiencing the rate of growth that a fast-growing company would go through. So in either of these cases, small companies or large companies which are growing at slower rates, the best hiring practice is to take your sweet time and determine whether the applicant is a fit with your culture. A few best practices to ensure that is to start with trial employment. These companies love to hire someone as an intern or contingent staff before they convert them to a full-time employment. Also, these companies love to hire colleagues from other companies or other consultant places that they have had exposure to in the past and they know their known quantity. And lastly, referrals are a good source of hires for these companies because new applicants are referred by somebody who already works for the company, understands the culture, and knows if this person is going to be a good fit or not. And the third and final cohort are companies that are growing fast and have also become large enough in size where the founding team, the team of initial founders, can no longer interview every new applicant one-on-one. And that's where things break, where the companies have this mandate from investors and from having hit product market fit with their service and product, the mandate of growing fast, even exponentially faster than they used to in the earlier days, on the one hand, and then on the other hand, they can no longer rely on the cultural sense of founders to find the best fit applicants. These companies lack established hiring processes beyond just the founding team. Usually they are scale-ups of 400 to 4,000 or more employees. They're scattered across a number of global hubs, especially these days working remotely is the new norm. and they interview a large volume of candidates, 100 candidates or more per month, in order to meet their growth needs. So for those folks, they need to establish bottoms-up, customized, exogenous hiring mental models that would help continue the correct vetting process of who's a fit with the culture and who's not. So we at BarRaiser work primarily with the companies in that third cohort that I described. We help them build these best hiring practices from the ground up in concert with what matters for their culture. And together we establish a hiring playbook that is customized to their culture. We establish a team of BarRaisers. We establish an internal BarRaiser program, which constitutes the body of those individuals who, in addition to the founders, can continue to look for that culture fit. The BarRaisers effectively serve as synthetic founders who can determine, based on behavioral interview methods, which candidate is a fit with the culture and which one isn't. I hope this is helpful. If you'd like to find out more, please reach out to us on our site, barraiser.io, or subscribe to this channel where you can follow our content and ask us if you have questions. Stay in touch. Best of luck as you establish those best hiring practices with your company. You've got this. Bye.